sex. Yeah, 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 yeah. Press I want for sure, you gon' need 3 promoters. I got the balance from Jim but I had switched the motors. I got these bad around this like all the coders. Yeah, I just wanna make a story.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the 20th episode of the Go With The Flow podcast. I am your co-host, Brandon Bird.
I'm your other co-host, Chris Josie Nixon. Man, it's a double upload. Is this a double upload week?
Yeah, no, low key. I don't know. This one, recording on Thursday. I might upload this on Monday.
Oh yeah, it's double recording though, man. We're working out here for y'all.
We are grinding to give y'all new content every week.
Real talk.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I mean, last episode was a little bit heavier, not fun topics to talk about, but they had to be talked about. But this episode is gonna be, just normal episode, W's, L's, all that stuff.
Back to the basics.
Back to the basics, man. So yeah, it should be a fun one. But anything you want to say before we get into the W's, L's, all that?
No, man. I mean, well, we already know some of the stuff we have planned. We got a couple stuff planned.
A
couple things planned to talk about.
Yeah.
For the W's and L's, but let's get straight to it. Let's get straight to it.
So my W of the week has to go to Kai Cenat, because I don't know if you saw it, but he apparently all this happened in the span of probably 4 hours or something. But he got banned on Twitch last night, which is Tuesday.
I saw that.
For I think it was I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what he said.
They said the reasoning.
Speech.
Yeah, it was slurs or hate speech or something, which is kind of wild.
I don't honestly. I don't know what he said. So we could have said something bad, and I don't know. But it might have just been him saying the N-word or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Twitch is just that's Twitch. Twitch is gonna Twitch. So he got banned on Twitch. He was literally number 2 trending. It was something. What was
on
it?
Twitter?
Yeah, on Twitter. He was number 2
trending. Wow.
Yeah, it was I forget what the hashtag was exactly, but he was number 2 trending. Free Kai. That's what it was. He was number 2 trending. Kai Cenat, not a big YouTuber at all, not a big Twitch streamer, any of that stuff. They got him number 2 streaming, and he got unbanned. He got unbanned almost immediately after they were trending high. It was crazy. So
no, yeah, that happens a lot. Twitch has a lot of accidental or whatever bans.
Yeah. Yeah, so shout out to Kai Cenat. That man, you gotta love that. How can you hate that man?
The AMP brethren.
Yes, sir. Part of the AMP squad.
Yes,
so
sir.
Can't hate that man. But yeah.
For sure. Well, actually, my W of the week also is Twitch related.
Okay.
So if y'all remember, the last few episodes we had talked about my guy Ludwig on Twitch streaming for a long time, and his stream ended up going 30 days until he ended it, and he gets a W for one because he broke the record for most active subscribers on Twitch. That was the one that Ninja got from playing with Drake and all that stuff in the height of Fortnite. So he broke that record for most active subscribers. And 2, I don't know how much it ended up being, but he ended up donating a ton to charity from the stream. He ended up doing 350, 400,000, something like that.
Nice.
A ton of money to charity. So
nice. Those
were both pretty dope to see.
Oh yeah.
But
big W.
Yeah. 30 days though. That's crazy. And yeah, that's the other reason for the W. He finally gets to have his life back.
Yeah, so. Facts. That's a lot of streaming in 30 or that's a lot of streaming in general. That's just a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an absolute W. But yeah, my L of the week. My L of the week has to go to Derek Chauvin, my guy. It's this man is getting packed up straight to jail. Take this man to jail. So I don't know. We recorded the last episode before the verdict came out, but
as we mentioned,
I was being very hopeful that they would convict him. I wasn't sure. I was very scared. I had a lot of anxiety leading up to it, but they got it. They did. They
all
got it
3
right.
too.
All 3 counts.
I didn't expect that. Not gonna lie.
All 3 counts. So pack that man up. That man's going to jail. I don't know for how long, but that man is going to jail, and that's
certainly an L.
That's a big L.
Tough,
big
man.
L. So I had to give it to that man because he really deserves it. After all that,
most definitely,
he deserved that.
Yeah, for sure. I do actually, just while we're on the topic, I do want to mention that I obviously I was excited. I was hyped, but I think that one thing we all need to keep in mind is that this is a start.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it's still too much. Like I think really that day was another 16-year-old girl got shot and killed. Like that doesn't mean everything is good now.
No.
So
and someone still lost their life at the end of the day.
That's true.
They got the George Floyd's family got the verdict they wanted, but it was not. They don't get their loved one back. So
I think actually Miss Maquina said it really well this morning. She's like, we're ready for change. So hopefully at least.
Exactly.
But
so,
still got a ways to go.
Oh, for sure, 1,000%.
I actually have 2 L's. See, it's been a minute since we've done the L of the week, so I gotta give the L to YB and Namir, man. I'm not even gonna speak on the song directly, but just the reaction to the song it was hilarious for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. If I was him, I don't know how I would. Oh man, I don't know how I would deal with that. Like, he had, I think, on April Fool's Day, didn't Lil Yachty tweet it like Soul Train's not that bad, and then said, "Sorry, I can't leave this alone," and like responded with like a screenshot saying it's April Fool's Day. Like, it was bad, and he sold like 4,000 units or something too.
He tried to embrace the meme. He was like, Soul Train should win a Grammy, but that's I didn't listen to the album because it's YB and Namir, and first of all, I don't know if it was his label or him, but like I remember literally when Rubbing Off the Paint came out, it was our freshman year, like early freshman year.
He's dropped anything since then?
He had dropped a collaboration project with the whole YBN crew.
Yeah, the YBN mixtape,
but like
whatever.
He did
the YBN's over now too.
It's over. They're done. But he did not use his hype well. He was getting hyped up in like 2018. That's when he was really big and popping, and he didn't do anything. So this is if anything, it's on him and his camp because they didn't do anything. And then when they did release stuff, it was garbage. Yeah. At least Soul Train. I didn't listen to the rest of the album because I didn't care anymore. So it's bad.
Oh man, I just think it's too funny, bro. And, that is a good point. That he did not capitalize whatsoever. But anyways, my other L goes to Bryce Hall, man.
Oh, that is tough.
My boy was having a meltdown on Twitter.
Yeah.
And if y'all aren't updated, apparently Jack Harlow took his girl, who is Addison Rae. So yeah,
that's tough.
he was not having a good day on Twitter, bro.
That's all you can say. That's tough. Yeah. Hate to see that. It is what it is.
It's tough.
Bro, I have so many slander segments. I have so many because, like you said, we haven't done this in a while. All right, I guess I'll start it out with. I'll just read them all. So, did you see the tweet that the Raiders put out a couple?
Oh, that was mine. That was one of mine.
That was yours. Okay.
Yeah. But no, we got to talk to him though. We got to talk to him about this. Bro. So, if y'all didn't see it, first of all, I'm pretty sure it's still there, so you can actually just go see it. But the Raiders yesterday, no, not yesterday. It was Tuesday after the verdict of the trial. Tweeted, I think it just tweeted, "I can breathe."
Yeah.
And just left it there. Straight left it there.
No context.
You know what? The first thing I thought of was, this is worse than the Burger King one. Because on International Women's Day, Burger King, it was like Burger King UK, tweeted out, "Women belong in the kitchen," on their account, right? But here's the thing. At least for them, when you click on it, it was a whole thread of them replying saying, if they want to be, and it was basically them saying that there's like the chef industry is 80% men, and so and they were like providing resources and talking about how we should try to get more women like becoming professional chefs because they should have that option.
Yeah.
So I was like, at least for them, you had a positive message when you clicked it. They made something that sounds really controversial, but then you click on it and it explains it. And I feel like overall, okay, let's be honest. If you see that from a verified account, are you not clicking it? You have to click that tweet.
True.
So really, I'm pretty sure it has to be 80% of people who see women belong in the kitchen from Burger King are clicking on the tweet. So I think it does more good than it does harm if you see all the stuff that they're talking about. Versus the Raiders didn't say anything. They just, it's still up there. It's pinned, and there's nothing under it. They're not like, it would have been one thing if they said like, now that this has happened, we can all like collectively breathe, like I don't know, like take a deep breath or whatever, a sigh of relief or something. Like they didn't say anything though. It just says I can breathe.
And then Mark Davis doubled down because he said he was the one who tweeted it out, and he said he's not taking it down.
They could have at least said it was like a 420 joke or something. But no.
That's what I was thinking at first. I was like,
They
there's
just
no
left
way
it.
that this is in response to the trial, because if that is, that's terrible. That's like, how do you think that that is a good thing to say when someone, like this whole trial is about someone who died? Like, that's just messed up. But, so yeah, that's my slander segment. And also, I'll just add this on because it's kind of related to the topic. Nancy Pelosi, I don't know if you saw.
Oh, she's something. What did she say?
She was like,
wild,
thank you
right?
for. She was like, thank you to George Floyd for being a martyr and sacrificing your life. Like, bro, he didn't sacrifice his life for you. His life was taken. He didn't want to be a martyr. He was killed. So you can't just claim that he's your savior and he taught you so much. Like, bro, that's not the point.
Nah, yeah,
So-
that was way out of pocket. Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, those are my slander segments.
All right, yeah. My other slander segment, because we got to talk about this, it goes to my guy Max Kellerman.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm pretty sure it was after like either the 47 or 49 point game, said that Dame, Harden, and KD are all better offensive players than Stephen Curry.
Oh.
And I'm here to say that is cap.
He said that recently?
During the middle of the streak.
Wow.
I was like,
That's a
bro,
bold claim.
what are you like? People on Twitter were like, not Dame, but Harden and KD. Yeah, come on, bro. I'll tell you right now. I'm looking at the camera right now. Stephen Curry is the best offensive basketball player of all time. Period.
Jeez.
I'm looking at the camera right now. I'm telling you like that. Take it to the bank, bro. All right. You know why?
What?
You stick that man. First of all, you stick him in any era. You know how much he elevates that team. Imagine defenses from the 80s and 90s that are all trying to body check Jordan in the mid range. Imagine them now having to guard 40 feet out, bro.
True.
You gonna stop Steph Curry? Absolutely not.
That experience, like I'm just thinking about the Jordan rules and when the Pistons used to like all crash the paint when Jordan used to drive. You can't do that because he expands the defense so much.
Exactly. And the Jordan and also 90s defense, it was physical, but it's not like they didn't call fouls on normal like shooting fouls. People, I think that's a big misconception. I think you could do more when a guy was dribbling and not get called for it, but on shooting fouls, like I've seen like full game plays, right? Or game, I don't know, full game, I don't know, films.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're just not calling when you get hit when you're going up. Jordan got all sorts of calls that superstars get today. It was very similar, actually, in terms of shooting fouls. Yeah. So Steph Curry is still, he's going to get fouled harder going to the basket, but he's still going to get those calls. And him shooting from way deep, they're not guarding that. Nobody in NBA history is guarding that, man.
Mm-hmm. That's a bold claim, though. Best offensive player in the...
Here's my answer, though.
Okay.
If you look at the on-off splits for KD, when Steph is on versus off the court, KD, the best scorer, I think, ever, gets way worse without Steph. Or when he was on the Warriors. He was way worse with Steph off the court than he was with Steph on the court. Same with Clay, same with Draymond, everybody. Steph, when everyone else is on or off, doesn't change. It doesn't change anything. He doesn't need spacing. He doesn't need teammates. Yeah. He's going to score 30, and he's going to be efficient doing it no matter what. Yeah. But everyone else needs him. Yeah. And same thing with their record. Without KD, they were almost the same record. Without Steph, it's different.
That's a great point. I hadn't thought about it like that. I mean, before this season, I was thinking like, how is like Steph's a great scorer, obviously, but I gotten so used to him having all these great players around him that I felt like I almost believed that he needed other players to like help him space out. But then you realize like even if he doesn't have great teammates that are offensive threats, he moves without the ball so well. Like I don't remember exactly which game it was, but there was this one play where Steph was like, he was getting double teamed or like almost triple teamed. Like he was going to the corner. He passed the ball to Andrew Wiggins. He faked one way and went around the screen, bro. And he got so open so fast. And it's like, no, I've never seen anyone else move without the ball like that. So it just shows you like that man is a wizard, bro. Right. So
that's the thing about Steph, man. He's so slippery and he's always moving. That's what makes him really tough. Because like I've seen the sports science thing, like the same sports science. He has a higher average speed than Russell Westbrook on the court. Wow. And anyone who watches basketball knows Russell Westbrook is way faster than Steph Curry. Yeah. Like he's got to be a top 5 fast player in the league. Yeah. Steph isn't, but Steph has a faster average speed because he's always running. Yeah. He's always going back and forth doing this and that, and then if you lose him for a second, boom, 3 points. Right. And then of course what that means is everyone's thinking about him. Mm-hmm. So I swear to God, Steph gets Draymond so many free assists just off the screen and roll because you're who you're guarding, Steph or Draymond on a pick and roll. Come on, it's the right defensive play. Like the amount of it's the gravity. See, Crow always talks about it. The amount of gravity that he has, he makes it so you're playing like it's almost 6v5 with him out there. Yeah, It's crazy, more so than even KD, who is a more talented basketball player. Like if you look at the individual skills in basketball, KD has the advantage over Steph.
Mm-hmm.
But that shooting is too much, man.
If anyone is still doubting Steph, you're just a hater at this point because this man has proved every hater wrong.
Come on, even with last night's game, look at the month of April and tell me that man isn't a demon. Bro.
Exactly. So yeah, that man's been hooping. So we had to talk about that. We had to mention that.
Sure.
But, so we actually have a question of the week. We haven't done a question of the week since probably like episode 14, maybe.
It's been a minute.
It's been a long time, but shout out to Isaac Zinneman, an alumni from Head-Royce, and we talk music all the time. So of course he had to ask us a music question, and he asked us this question literally like 2 months ago, when Slowthai just released his new album. But his question was thoughts on Slowthai's new album, more broadly thoughts on the impact of UK hip hop on US hip hop. And this is a really interesting question because I feel like with the emergence of even Chicago drill like 10 years ago and now New York drill blowing up, like this is a really good topic and a big topic that we should definitely discuss because I mean even like the most obvious example to me is the way Pop Smoke blew up, and the person that produced most of his actual beats is from the UK. So
really,
it's right there with us. I mean the whole style from the way New York drill sounds, it's UK drill. So UK has a bigger influence than we usually think of. We don't give them enough credit. So
yeah. I've heard like I feel like I hear them sometimes, the UK drill.
Yeah.
Sometimes in I don't know, whenever Spotify starts playing random songs, and I definitely do notice. I'm like, this sounds a lot like Pop Smoke and all those New York drill rappers.
Yeah.
And so yeah, there's 100% a connection there.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And more specifically Slowthai's album, I thought it was cool. Honestly, again, he asked us this like months ago, so I haven't listened to it much since then. But I think it's a really interesting album because I feel like not often enough we see artists talking about their real life situations in the music. And I don't know if you know this, but I think a lot of this album is in response to basically Slowthai got like canceled. Like I guess it was last year or 2 years ago. That's a whole other situation. Basically, he got canceled, and this is kind of his response. Like I think the first half being more like the energetic, angry side of him, and then the second half of it being the more emotional, melancholy side of him.
Oh yeah, it makes sense because the all caps and the
exactly. So I don't know. The first time I listened to it, I was like, bro. The first half was just like noise to me. It was just like so many things going on in the music. I was like, I can't focus on this, and also just UK rap in general. It takes me so long to get used to the voices and like how they sound. Like it just sounds so different to me. Sometimes it just sounds so funny. Like I can't take it seriously.
I was gonna say the same thing, bro. That's the one thing. Half the time I'm just laughing at the accents.
Yeah. With some of the stuff they say, like some they're for real. Like they really do the stuff they talk about. But when they say it like they do, I'm sorry, I can't. Sometimes it's funny. But yeah, I had to get used to Slowthai's voice, his accent, all that stuff. But once I did. I think it was a really good album, and Mazza with A$AP Rocky, that's a banger. So, yeah.
All right, yeah. I remember listening to it, and I think I liked it. I definitely didn't mind listening to it. I haven't listened to it much since then. I think I listened to it a couple times. But yeah, I didn't know that about his. I don't know what happened. I didn't know that he had a situation going on. He was responding to, so maybe with that understanding it probably adds another dimension. But I remember I think I liked some of the songs. I think that what you're talking about with the beginning sounding a lot just like noise and I think I had a similar experience on that, and 100% with the accents, dude. I don't know why, but I can't take a British accent completely seriously. But I think my favorite song was Terms. Denzel Curry, if I remember correctly, I think that was pretty good.
Yeah, no, that was a great song. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like usually when rappers just have a lot of like loud, noisy music for no reason, like it's just like, okay, you're just making noise, and that's cool, but it's just like there's no substance to this. But I feel like with the understanding that it's like that's how he felt in his head and his emotions, his anger from the situation, like that's understandable. That makes a lot of sense why the voices in your head you would sound like this. So yeah. I thought that was a great album, or a really good album, I'll say. Okay, yeah. So speaking of UK rappers, there's a rapper named Little Simz.
And that is Little,
Little,
not Lil.
not Lil, Little Simz, Little Simz.
Little Simz.
Who I don't remember how I found out about Little Simz, but I think her music's great. Her album that came out in 2019 called Gray Area. It was one of my favorite albums of the year. I thought it was great. I feel like her rap, the style of rap that she does, it's a little bit easier to get used to her accent, which made it a little bit easier for me, a little bit better for me as an American listener. But she just released a new song, literally I think last night, and it's called Introvert, and I thought it was really good. Like at first I didn't know what to expect because it sounded like, I don't remember exactly what it sounded like now, but it sounded weird to me. Like
Yeah,
it
it didn't sound like a rap song.
didn't sound like a rap song, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, what is this turning into? But then when she came in and started rapping, and like she was going crazy. So I thought it was a great song. But yeah,
And it definitely, I mean, that song's about the message, right?
Right.
So, a lot of good messages behind it. So
right. And go ahead.
it was a long song though. That
It
was
was.
one thing.
It's like
But,
6 minutes.
yeah, it was a good song. Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, I feel like, what was I gonna say? Yeah, for me, it's definitely a different style from the music that she made with Gray Area and stuff. And I feel like she went for I don't know exactly how to describe it, but a more like maximalist, grander style with the music. Like there was a whole orchestra and stuff like that.
Oh,
Like,
it
it
was
was-
going on in the background.
right, it was like a big sound, and I just like stuff like that. So I'm glad she's going in that direction. And she's this is for an album that's coming out in like September or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But I can't wait to see what it sounds like. I think it's gonna be great. So artist on the rise, Little Simz. Check her out.
2 T's.
Two T's on that. Little
Little
Simz. So stay on the lookout for her.
Yep.
All right, yeah. So I guess we're gonna talk about some of the albums that came out last week. By the time this is released, it's probably gonna be a couple weeks. But yeah. So the first one that we want to talk about is Slime Language 2. So this is the album coming from Young Stoner Life, YSL, Young Thug's label, pretty much. They released the first one in like 2018, I think. And yeah, I don't know. I'm actually curious. What are your thoughts on the album? What did you think about it?
Well, I think the first time I listened to it, I wasn't feeling it a ton. I was like, this is really long, a lot of songs and all that. But there was a few songs that I definitely enjoyed. I mean, my two favorites for sure are Ski and Diamonds Dancing. Those are definitely some bangers, you know. I mean, when I listen to music, it's like, you know, in the car just trying to vibe. That's kind of what I'm looking for, you know, just something that I can enjoy listening to.
Yeah.
Don't have to pay too much attention. So those are definitely my favorites. I actually, as much slander as he gets, I think I like the Pots and Pans with Nav.
Facts.
And,
Yeah.
Although Nav slander hilarious, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say no to it. It's so funny. But
Yeah.
I think I like that one too. So
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think it's the same as you. Coming into a compilation album of a bunch of different artists, I'm like, all right, I'm not looking for any cohesion in the tracks. I'm not looking for a story. I'm just looking for bangers. And I didn't really have that high of expectations, because there were a couple great songs on Slime Language, the first Slime Language, but I was like, I feel like Young Thug's label, other than Young Thug, Gunna, Lil Baby, they're pretty inconsistent. I didn't really know what to expect. And yeah, I didn't really know. But then I saw the features list before it came out, and I was like, "This is crazy! These features are insane." He got Travis Scott, Drake, Rowdy Rebel, Lil Baby, Lil Uzi, Coi Leray, Big Sean, Lil Keed. Big Sean and Lil Keed on one song is hilarious. Nav, Skepta, Future, bro. He got everyone. Kid Cudi to be on this album. Like, these features are crazy. So it had to go hard, at least a little bit. And when it came out, I feel like my first reaction was kind of similar to yours. I was like, okay, this is all right. But then as I started listening to it more, I was like, these are some bangers, bro. Like Slatty goes crazy, Ski goes crazy, Diamonds Dancing goes crazy, Solid is a vibe, Came and Saw, I really like. I like with Carly, I don't know, the ninth song with Coi Leray. That song is fire to me. I don't even know who that is really. I think she's a young Thug signee. That song was fire. Having Big Sean rap on Warrior's beat is just it's hilarious to me because it's a song I would not expect Big Sean to be on. Pots and Pans does go stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Nav has been going crazy.
Oh yeah. Now I was like, yo, is this really Nav?
Yeah, he's been going crazy lately. So Take It to Trial goes stupid. So yeah, I feel like back on the Nav thing. I feel like one reason why Nav has been going so crazy and why this album was so hard is because a lot of these songs were produced by Wheezy. Same producer who produced what's Yes Indeed by Drake and Lil Baby. Wheezy has been going stupid, and he produces some of the best beats in trap music right now. So his production with all these crazy good artists, it made this album fire. So I was actually very impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect a lot from this album, and I was impressed.
I think I might have to go back through and pick up a couple more for the playlist, man. My playlist's been lacking this year. Not enough music.
Not a whole lot of music, but it's picking up. Everyone says they're dropping soon, which is I don't know, but we'll see. But
wasn't Rihanna supposed to drop on like Christmas?
Was she? I don't know. I feel like you're right. I heard something about that, bro. Rihanna is not dropping music, bro. She hasn't dropped anything since 2016.
She's too rich, I guess. She doesn't need it.
There's no reason to drop at this point. There's really no reason, and it's still the pandemic, so you can't. There's actually, if we want to talk, Rolling Loud is happening this year.
No way. Where?
In Florida. Of course, it's happening in Florida.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's happening just Florida then, or?
I'm pretty sure it's just Florida. Let me look it up. I just realized.
Honestly, though, by October, I think everyone's gonna be. Well, not everyone's going to be, but I think by October we're going to hit herd immunity to where we're like 65% vaccinated. And at that point, I think people can actually kind of safely start doing stuff. Rolling Loud is still a terrible idea, to be fair. But
well, it's July. So.
Okay. Well, it's Florida. Let's not act like it's a surprise. Atlanta, too. We already know they'd be doing wild stuff. They'll probably... Yeah. Actually, no. They've been having concerts for months, actually.
Atlanta didn't stop. Atlanta did not close. But this lineup looks kind of fire, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. So
I imagine that dudes are trying to get paid. So
exactly. That's the thing. Like, if you can't tour, why release music? I hope that's what's keeping Kendrick from dropping, because he realizes that it's just tour stuff, and it's not that he's not making new music.
That's what I learned from. Then was it which song was it on KOD that he was explaining to Lil Pump how you have to make music in the industry?
1985, yeah.
That was 1985. Yeah. That's what I learned from that. You only make money on tour, bro.
Exactly. So yeah, not a lot of music is dropping this year, but someone who's always dropping new music is Conway the Machine. Griselda always goes stupid. They don't stop dropping music. They drop all the time, and also they drop with no notice. I had no idea this album was coming out until I just saw it randomly on Apple Music, and I was like, "Is this for real?" Like, I didn't see anything about this before it dropped, but yeah, Conway the Machine just dropped a new album, and I'm a big Griselda fan, so I was looking forward to it. But honestly, it exceeded my expectations too. I'm not gonna lie. I really like this album. I think Conway and the Griselda crew in general usually go for more old school, grimy type beats, but Conway the Machine rapped on some trap beats on this one. Like 630 Tip Off is fire. That beat goes stupid. KD goes stupid. What did I just click on? I don't know. The song Scatterbrain. That's what it's called. Scatterbrain with Ludacris and JID. That beat is hard. So he was rapping on a lot of different production on here, and the bars are always immaculate. He had some kind of bar in here talking about how he's the best bar for bar rapper in Griselda. So I think it's facts.
Internal beef.
He gave them the credit. He said something good about Benny. He said West Side Guns, like he puts everything in place. He's the planner, all that stuff. But bar for bar, he's definitely up there. He went stupid with this album, and what's this guy's name? Jay Skis. He was on a lot of these songs. He's really good. I don't know anything about this man. He was on Conway's last album that dropped like late last year, and he was keeping up with Conway on every song that he was on. So shout out to Conway. Shout out to Jay Skis. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Oh yeah. See, I'll be honest, I listened to the album, but I'm pretty sure I did like while I was doing homework or something.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I don't have my final verdict on the album, but I mean, from what This is my problem. I think whenever I listen to something, the first couple of times, it's always like, it's cool,
Right.
and I don't know whether I like it or don't like it, so at the moment, I'm still at a, it's cool.
Right.
Like, I don't know if there was any songs that immediately jumped out to me, but then again, I think with a lot of Griselda's music, I have to listen to it a few times, and then I start really noticing some of the bars and stuff like that, and start enjoying it a lot more. But I'll definitely listen to some of the ones you mentioned, especially. I like JID a lot. So.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it takes time to listen to stuff. I try to find time where I'm not doing anything to listen to music. But it's tough. We're Head-Royce students. We have a lot to do. We have a lot of stuff to cover. So yeah, for sure. So if you haven't checked that album out, I don't blame you. He didn't promote it anywhere. I haven't seen it anywhere. So but check it out for sure. It was a great listen. What do we want to go with? The Cordae pack.
Oh, that's sweet.
So YB and Cordae, we already talked about YB and Amir, but he's not YBN anymore. Just Cordae.
Oh, yeah. Just Cordae. True.
So Just Cordae dropped a 4-pack last night.
Weird. Why did they drop it on a Thursday?
I don't know. Some people they drop on like Wednesdays and stuff. I don't know.
I appreciate it, but it's
yeah, it's new music in the middle of the week, which is nice. But he dropped a 4-pack of songs to hold us over until the album, which is apparently, he says, coming soon. We don't know what that means, but he says coming soon.
It's called Just Until.
Exactly.
EP,
and then on the bottom it says, see you soon, album almost done. So
it better be.
We'll see. I don't know, but yeah. I don't even know where to start on this EP, but I really like Cordae. I'm a big fan. I thought The Lost Boy was one of the best albums of 2019. I think he has a really bright future. And I'm just happy to see him win. Happy to see him go up. He was actually trending on Twitter pretty high when he dropped this, which is I should love to see.
Trending on Twitter, man. That's honestly that's how you really know people are talking about you.
Exactly. So I was happy to see him trend on Twitter, and I just gotta say, I feel like he is taking new steps in the way his sounds. Which I really like to see. He's doing more singing, like Dream in Color, that hook. I was like, at first I was like, okay. But then as we got farther into the hook, he started singing, and it was nice, bro. Like, this man can sing a little bit. Even on More Life, he was singing a little bit. And then What's Up is a banger with Young Thug. So I'm glad Cordae, he's always been able to get into both bags, the more lyrical bag with More Life, Dream in Color, and then What's Up was a banger. And Thornton Street, I really like Thornton Street's beat and subject matter. I thought Cordae getting into his I don't know, sentimental, more like...
That was him talking about his childhood.
Right, talking about his childhood. I thought that was a really nice song. So I'm excited for Cordae's new album, and gotta stay on the lookout. So.
I'm definitely rocking with Cordae. I think I think actually I started listening to him kind of at the beginning. I think it was probably the beginning of YBN when he started really... Because he was, I think, the last one to really start rapping seriously. So I think I caught most of the beginning, at least of his big songs. But I definitely always liked his music. And I definitely 100% agree with how much he's progressed. And kind of thinking about it, after R&B, he's almost moving a little towards the Anderson .Paak territory of he's a rapper, but he's an artist. You know what I mean? He's doing a lot more.
He can do whatever.
And I really like the EP. Dream in Color for surely a banger. And I just like Cordae just bragging about his girl, man. That was too much fun.
You gotta talk about it.
Hey, man,
you're dating. Like,
that's how you live it, bro.
Yeah, exactly. The number one tennis player in the world, pretty much, right?
Like
I mean,
top 3. I'm pretty sure.
I'll say top 3 because Serena's still up there. Let's not disrespect Serena.
You can't bet against Serena.
Exactly, but she's up there for sure.
No,
so.
that was just funny to hear, man. It's good to hear my guy Cordae, bro.
Facts.
But no, the music was. It was just good music. Man.
Yeah,
it was nice to listen to. So.
Exactly. I'm excited for his new project. But yeah, anything else we want to talk about real quick? I mean, I feel like next week there's even more music to talk about because Lil Yachty's dropping a project tonight.
Oh, really?
So we're not going to be able to talk about that. By the time that this comes out, that'll be out. It seems like you're also sleeping on Kuchais. Kuchais is fire. I mentioned him in our end of the year list last year. Kuchais is fire, bro. He's dropping a new song today. It's going to be heat, bro. I'm just telling y'all. Watch out for this man. That man is some heat. So, exactly. Yeah, look. Ignore the name, bro.
Oh, actually, have we talked about Adin Ross
Oh,
at all?
you want to talk about Adin Ross?
Bro.
Anything in particular that you want to talk about? Because
Bro,
I have a lot of
first of all-
thoughts, actually.
You do?
I
I want to hear you. I want to hear you. Because this is one thing I realize we have not talked about it. We got to talk about Adin Ross.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I have mixed emotions about it, about his content. I
Yeah.
think he's pretty funny. Seems like a cool guy, I guess. He's been balling lately, just in terms of the people he's been able to link up with.
And he's been blowing up on
Yeah.
Twitch, dude.
He's
huge
blowing
now.
up. He's trending every night on Twitter.
Yeah.
Literally every night
He's an
trending on
army
Twitter.
over there.
He's linked up with Zeus. He's linked up with Sheck West. He's linked up with Travis Scott. He did a GTA thing with Travis Scott.
And yeah, he with Polo G as well, bro.
I forgot about that, but that's exactly what I'm gonna talk about. I feel like his whole like I'm gonna act sus.
I
to,
think we gotta
thing.
explain because if y'all don't know who Adin Ross is, he's a streamer, YouTuber, whatever. But his whole shtick, I guess, is I don't know exactly how to say this. I guess to pretend he's gay or like act like he's gay, but
he's not.
Be extremely overly sexual.
Super.
In his, but and just to be funny.
Yeah.
And to a degree, like people do that with their friends, like But then when he does it with people he doesn't know, that's what makes it wild, and it's also, and to be fair, it is what makes it pretty funny. Yeah. And their reactions and all that. Yeah. But
it's definitely funny, but honestly, and yes, people do it. It's a thing people do. But I honestly feel like we're gonna look back at this era of comedy and stuff like that and be like, and we're gonna look at it as like the way we look at, I don't know, what's something that's like that used to be funny but is offensive, like literally race jokes or something like that. Like we're gonna look back at it and be like, all right, this was not that cool because it's just like making fun of people that, gay people.
I think that's
comedy.
I think that's kind of true, but really, if you think about it, it's not. Wouldn't it be on the people that are having the reactions though? Because Adin Ross asking a question like the one about Blueface, for example. Adin Ross asking weird questions or saying stuff like about he thinks a dude is attractive, like that on its own, I feel like that's not that bad. But if you as a reaction, or if Zeus as a reaction is like, no, like or the you saw the Venom one, right? He asked him the Venom question, like, if I got bullied, like that. Like, Zeus as a reaction to that. I feel like that's what's going to be like, yo, that's not cool. More than Adin.
I don't know, though, because, like, I don't know. If anyone asks you a question like that, like, literally, it doesn't matter who you're into, what gender they are, you're going to be like, what?
Bro,
like,
well, it's a weird question on its own. But,
okay,
but Zeus's response was, no, bro, that's gay.
No, that's true. There's still a lot of, what's the term exactly? Just, like, normalized homophobia within comedy, even the black community. So that's definitely a factor in it, and I think that's why Adin does it, because he knows it'll get a reaction like that from people.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. I feel like someday we're gonna look back and be like, is it really cool to just like act gay even though you're not, to get likes and views and all that stuff? And that is literally like, I don't know, 80% of his comedy. Like,
well, I think that's all of it, dude. That's all of it.
He does.
And then the other thing he does is he sits there and reads the text-to-speech donations of then his fans reciprocating that, and then him pretending like it's weird.
Right.
Like he's not the one. And I think he knows that it's because he creates it, but it's. I mean, look, to be fair, he's made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of it in the last few months, so I'm not gonna really blame him for it. Yeah. But it's a weird little. It's kind of a weird community. He's got some really loyal fans who really love his content. Yeah. And then also has a bunch of people who hate on it and are like, yeah, that's totally lame, bro. Like that type of thing. Yeah. And I think both of them to a degree are kind of stupid to be honest with you. But.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate him or anything. I hope he succeeds in whatever he does. But I just what was I was gonna say something else. I feel like. I forget what I was going to say exactly, but also something else that happened with Adin. Since we have time, did you hear about the Who I Smoke thing?
Yeah, that's the thing I wanted to mention actually. Yep.
Yeah.
That was wild, bro.
Yeah. So basically, there's this song by Florida rappers. It's
Young
not okay.
Ace and a bunch of other
Yeah,
people.
it's not a funny song because of the topics, but it's just the way that it's made is.
No, it's because of the beat. It's
Right,
from
right.
a
1,000 Miles.
yeah.
It's just honestly it is the perfect troll song to get back at your ops.
Yeah.
Like doing the super fun beat over trap beat that remixes 1,000 Miles and talking about the people in their squad that you've killed. It's a wild song, but it went viral, needless to say, and Adin reacted to it, and he was singing all of the lyrics about all the people in the song that Young Ace and all his people smoked and all that stuff, and a bunch of it wasn't even the people that the song was made towards. It was really the internet telling him that he shouldn't do that, which is fair because he shouldn't.
No, but didn't the one dude like Fulio or whatever? Didn't he like FaceTime Adin or something?
He FaceTimed him, but he was like, "You're cool." He was like, "You're cool. Just don't do that again." All that stuff.
No, but then that was when he got. That was right after that. Didn't he get caught doing it? Like
he did it again. Yes,
yeah,
he did it like 3 times, literally 3 times.
He was with his friends in the car, and his friend said he wasn't recording, and then Adin started singing it again in the car right after he was told, "You're good, but do not do that again."
Yeah.
And then, but his friend was on live. And so then everyone saw it, and then he got in more trouble. And I remember I saw a clip of him on stream talking about, like, if I die, I die. I'm like, whoa. How did we get from you singing a song? Like, yeah, although I shouldn't, but Adin Ross is not involved in that. He is. I guarantee Adin Ross does nothing to do with those dudes.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did we get from here to there? But I think it's a little wild that he almost managed to get like somehow thrown into that.
Yeah.
From singing on the internet.
I mean, I just think it's stupid behavior. Like Adin does so much stuff like that, and even he said some kind of tweet. There's some kind of tweet he sent out about the Mars Lander situation where he said it like wasn't that bad or something like that. And then also I think there's something of him saying the N-word too. Like he just does problematic things that I can't be like, oh yeah, I'm a fan of this guy. Like he's funny, he does funny things. But it's just at some point it's just like you're doing too much, and then like this song thing. I feel like it's something that we should actually have a conversation about. I mean, like, can we sing songs about stuff that we know nothing about, we're not involved in? And I think I'll just say I wouldn't sing a song like that because that's talking about specific people who have died. But songs like that in general, I feel like it's fine to a degree. But also, Adin has a big following of people who know nothing about it, and it's just like you're influencing these people, telling these people that it's okay to talk like that, talk about people's ops, and then they're gonna do that in real life and get in trouble for it. So
generally not smart to get involved in that. I mean, if they were smart, they would have learned from Adin almost getting FaceTime calls out of the blue about talking about it, that you can't be doing stuff like that, especially. And I think honestly, if you want to sing a song in your house, I don't think anyone like that's cool. Whatever. Don't go outside and start recording yourself. That's probably not smart.
Yeah.
And I think Adin's got to send a better message to his fans about that stuff. Don't get involved, man. Just leave it alone, dude. I don't know.
And it just goes back to the conversation we were having with Saman and Zoe. Like, you can do something once and it's fine because you don't know and you need to learn like what the boundaries are on that topic that you're doing the thing about. But then if you just do it again the next day, like it's a joke and nothing happened, it's like you're not learning. You don't actually care. You're just doing it so you don't get smoked. That's it. You're just doing it so you don't get in trouble, and then you get caught doing it again, and it's like you don't care. Clearly, you don't care. You don't have no respect for those people. You have no respect for Fulio, any of those people. So it's like, what? Do something. Learn. Change your behavior.
He definitely, that's his problem. Is he's always going a little too far. The problem is that's entertaining, right? Yeah. So he makes money off of that, and I don't know if you saw him, but he was wilding out the other day with Zeus. I think you saw that clip
where he
sat on him,
bench pressing. Yeah.
So he does a lot of stuff that's like just across the line.
Yeah.
And that's what his fans love him for, though. Yeah. That's the thing. So I don't think he's gonna ever stop doing it.
Yeah.
The one thing, though, back to this Who I Smoke thing. Well, actually, two things. One, I got to be 100% honest with you. It's such a catchy song because of like the 1,000 Miles beat and all that stuff. Like, and then the trapper. It's a catchy song.
It is. It's a catchy song.
But the more important thing is if you are a kid who watches Adin Ross, I'm not gonna say it, but you know who I'm talking about. Someone who watches Adin Ross.
That's what I was thinking.
Stop talking about Julio Fulio on the internet. You don't know nothing about that. I don't even know nothing about that. You definitely know nothing. You don't know anything about. Stop talking about. Oh yeah, Julio is gonna Fulio. He's like. I saw a comment or something saying like Fulio gonna smoke him. Bro, you stop it. Just you don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop it, bro.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I wasn't gonna say it either, but I was thinking the exact same thing.
Please.
So, yeah. So, but the Who I Smoke thing, it's a catchy song. And I feel like the hook is kind of like a call and response thing. It's like Who I Smoke, and then you want to say the name. So I understand the appeal, but just don't get involved with that. Just don't even.
And then it's with the offset. It's a catchy song.
It's a fire song. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's so much more disrespectful, because most diss songs they're just like, it's just you're rapping on a hard beat. You don't care how it sounds. It's just all about the bars. But that song, it's catchy. And it's
the music video, bro, it's a bunch of Florida dudes with their wild hair and visors on a golf course, just like, and then they point up and they write the name on them. Like, bro, it's so disrespectful because they were just having fun with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. Oh
and they were smoking. They were saying Who I Smoke. They were like
the op pack, man.
Wild.
It was wild.
So. Yeah, anything else you want to go over real quick? I think that's it for me.
I mean, I just think I saw actually a clip of Ludwig was talking about Adin Ross.
Okay.
And like I think he said Adin Ross is now the new Ricegum, and like he's taking over all the quote unquote normie content on Twitch. And I saw a bunch of Adin Ross's fans get pissed, bro.
Really?
They were They were
calling him Ricegum had a fantastic run in like 20s, like during the YouTuber diss track era. That man was going stupid.
Say what you want about Ricegum, but as far as YouTuber diss tracks go, bangers,
straight
bangers.
Facts. I'm sure Ricegum has done problematic things that have gotten him canceled, but I have no problems with Ricegum, honestly. Like,
nah, he probably has.
Yeah. But I have no problems with him. Ricegum just seems like a pretty cool guy.
So. That man disappears for months on end, and I think he comes to the point where he's like, all right, I should probably start making some more money. He comes back to YouTube for like 2 weeks, posts every day, millions of views, leaves again. Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, I think he's streaming content.
Actually, I think he's streaming with Adin now on GTA.
I did see that they were streaming. Yeah, I saw that, but I don't know. I feel like Ricegum was very mainstream. But honestly, I don't really remember what his content was exactly during when he was super mainstream. But I don't know if I can imagine Adin Ross getting that mainstream. Like, because I feel like if people, I don't know what to call them exactly. People, like, social justice warriors start finding out that Adin Ross, if he gets that big, he's getting canceled. 1,000%. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, but you can't cancel Adin Ross because I'm telling you, cancel culture is half the time doesn't even exist. Because what are you gonna do? Tell Adin Ross's fans to stop watching him?
It's true. They don't care.
Adin Ross. You know who Adin Ross's fans are? They're the ones that watch videos about social justice warriors on. They're those kids. So you're not canceling Adin Ross. It's not gonna work.
You're not gonna cancel him, but I feel like they're definitely gonna apply some pressure when I can already imagine the Instagram posts that people are gonna repost on their
Twitter
stories
too.
And stuff like that. Like why Adin Ross's content is problematic.
Yep, most definitely.
Well, just
they'll get Adin Ross to address it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Mark my words, it's coming. Watch out for that. It's gonna happen if he gets big enough. So.
Yeah, he's huge on Twitch now, but I think that's the thing. It's kind of like specifically Twitch and then his community of Twitter. Yeah. But it doesn't go much beyond that. So.
Yeah. He's got to have like a Sports Center meme like Flight. You know what I mean?
Bro,
like
Flight gets posted on Sport. That's crazy.
Shout out to Flight, man. Flight really he blew up hard and like June last June.
Bro.
That man was doing stupid.
Even though he was supposed to be inside, man, was playing any and every YouTuber he could find.
I forgot about that. That was right. He blew up during the pandemic.
Yeah, big pandemic. That was wild. But no,
Yeah. He's gotta have that type of.
He got rich off acting like an idiot on the internet. Respect, bro.
Yeah.
Got to.
Literally off of being trash. Just getting blown out.
Because I know for a fact he's actually good at basketball. He's not terrible. I know for a fact. I've seen a video of Illuminati reacting to Flight actually playing basketball, and he could like make a layup and like shoot a jump shot and everything looked normal.
You think?
Like no, I've seen him. It's a video of Flight like years ago actually playing basketball, and he can do it. Like Flight is a master at completely just his whole. He doesn't even edit his YouTube video. That's how good he is. He's so like he plays into his persona of being an idiot.
Yeah.
So well. It's crazy. Like there's literally clips of him. He doesn't even. It's not that he doesn't edit. He doesn't even quit. He doesn't cut it down. Like I've seen a clip of him doing his full intro, realizing.
I saw that.
Then you see him go click around the computer, and then he just restarts his intro. He just posts that like he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's gotta be
no effort. All he does is sit there and react for like a couple hours. It doesn't edit, and then he goes out and plays basketball and shoots like an idiot. Runs all over. He's athletic. He hustles and he runs all over the place, and then he says he's a great basketball player, and he gets posted on Sports Center. It's crazy to me.
Maybe it's just because I want to believe it, but I don't. I feel like he's actually bad at basketball, but I gotta find that clip.
I think I can find it actually. Yeah,
I'll look it up. But that man, if that's an act, he's a really good actor.
Dude,
he looks.
Hollywood.
I mean, some of the stuff he does is like, I cannot like. Humans cannot be this bad at basketball, but also like it's Flight. At this point, I've just accepted that Flight is just bad at things.
Actually, my guy AMP Low, he dropped that video how bad his Flight reacted at basketball.
Really, I didn't
like
see
putting his. I think it might have been actually June, like doing all. Oh no, it wasn't. It was before that, but it was like all his shooting percentages and whatever from all his games that he's played. Yeah. He's shooting like 22% or something crazy. It's
I'm surprised it's that high.
And he has full shot chart of. But yeah, he went and watched every one-on-one full shot chart and all of Flight's shots.
That man, it's been Flight. If you've never seen Flight play basketball, watch it. It's top tier content, but it's so bad, man. It's so bad, this man. But yeah.
Fighting Cash too. I know they pretend they're beefing on the internet. Those dudes are homies. You know how much money they've made each other over the years? Just by I've seen them react to like each other's reactions of reacting. Like they'll do like 4 reaction videos stacked on top. It's so funny.
I do remember when Cash beat Flight with his hand behind his tape behind his back 1-on-1. Like I hope that's fake. It's gotta be fake, right? It's gotta be fake.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Flight makes money off that.
Yeah.
If Flight starts. I mean, I don't think he's like great at basketball, but I'm telling you, he's intentionally playing worse than he really is. But if Flight all of a sudden just starts being pretty good at basketball, he's not funny anymore, right?
True.
Like, if he all of a sudden stops saying Gobert and Acampo, he's not as funny anymore. Like, he doesn't really think that's how you pronounce those names. Yeah. Like, all of it's an app, but it's an incredible app. And so much respect to people who do, like, I'm gonna be honest, 80% of your favorite Twitch streamers, YouTubers, whatever, at least are an extremely like hyped up version of themselves. Oh yeah. And a lot of them are just completely playing a character. Yeah. I respect it though. Anyway,
yeah, gotta respect it.
It's entertainment. It's like TV.
Exactly. It's true. So yeah. So anything else you want to go over real quick?
Yeah, that was a lot.
That was a lot of stuff, but it was all very relevant topics. There's a lot of good stuff. I'm glad we finally mentioned Adin Ross.
Yeah.
That man's blowing up, but yeah, that's it for this episode.
The big 2-0, baby.
Yes, sir. The 20th episode. So since it's the 20th episode, like the video, please. Give us some likes, give us some comments. Let us know what you thought about the content that we talked about today. And yeah.
Shout out to Miss Richards for letting us use the room.
Shout out to Miss Richards.
I don't think we shouted out Miss Matt, did we?
Oh, we didn't shout out. Yeah, we used Miss Matt's room for the last episode, so shout out to her for letting us use it. And yeah.
Happy birthday, Duncan.
Facts. It's Duncan's birthday. Happy birthday. Love you. All right. Bye. Peace.